Recorded live from the G.O.T. Sound Studio in Columbia, South Carolina, this is the All About Nothing podcast. The views expressed on this program are the opinions of the hosts. Listeners are encouraged to follow the show on Twitter at AAN_pod or at theallaboutnothing.com. You can email the show at theallaboutnothing.com. You may also call and leave the show a message at 803-672-0533. Thank you for listening.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the All About Nothing podcast. Got my friend Trent Clark here with me.
We're back again, man. Back again.
Also known as the real DJ Lonzo.
That's right. That's right.
This week, real quick, I do want to make a correction of sorts. Thanks in part to the absent co-host Zach King. We did talk about mutated fish coming out of a reservoir. We mentioned Lake Monticello.
Yeah.
Monticello,
the one that you go fishing at.
Yeah, the nuclear power plant lake. So while it's topical, there have not been any fish with three eyes been pulled out of Lake Monticello
that we know of.
That have been recorded. Correct.
Yes.
Absolutely. So no one has recorded or that they've pulled a three-eyed fish out. That reference, of course, The Simpsons on multiple occasions, where Springfield Lake has seen many reference to its pollution.
Which is very similar to where Barrett likes to go kayaking.
It is very.
It's probably exactly, if you got to look at the nuclear plant from there, and then you see the one from The Simpsons, you're like, yeah,
well,
similar.
Yeah, it's similar.
It's pretty close to the lake.
Homer does not work at the nuclear power plant
that we know of
at Jenkinsville.
It's got to be Homer there. His name ain't Homer though.
Yeah,
it's something else.
That is entirely possible.
Bob or Billy, maybe.
Yeah, but once again, Zach King not here. We just found out he took a picture in front of the mortgage company I guess the loan office.
So now we know who to go through to go get our house.
Yeah. Do you want to name them out loud?
I think I don't know if he wants to give them, but I guess they want to, right? If they put it on Facebook.
Yeah, it's on Facebook. It's on Instagram.
Missy McHarvey. Missy McHarvey. That's what it is. So yes, y'all reach out to Missy McHarvey. They made their dreams come true, so maybe they can make your dreams come true.
Zach is now an official adult with his own home. So congratulations to that. Hey,
I can't wait till we have those barbecues and
right?
Well, not barbecues no more. Now we need to have fire pits. So make sure he gets a fire pit with that house. And
yeah, somebody needs to make
sure. He said he got acres, right? A couple of acres. So we ain't gonna put his business out there.
I don't think I saw the acres.
Not in that picture.
I don't think he was real happy with me when he first described the location of his house. But
okay,
regardless, that's on me.
Yeah,
that's on me.
Is it really your fault though?
I should have asked where before I started saying where it shouldn't be. No, I'm just kidding. I'm done.
Okay.
Braves did win the World Series for the second time in 27 years.
I am the champion,
yeah.
My friend. These guys they can't even be Braves fans. They both should. They both owe me a Acuna jersey. No, they owe me a signed baseball. They owe me actual Rockabye baby doll. The Rockabye baby doll definitely needs to come out.
You think so?
For him, yeah, definitely. That's pretty dope.
Does it sound better to say that it's the second time in 27 years or the first time in 26 years?
That too, but at the same time, I feel like the Braves were hot whenever I was younger at a certain age.
Sure.
And now that it's happening all over again, I guess it's really true because everybody says that everything happens. It's a constant circle.
It could be. Well, okay, so we can look at it from two different ways. Do you think it sounds better to say that it's twice in 27 years, twice in 3 decades, or twice in 50 years?
I'll just say we won it twice and make it easy for everybody.
That'll work. So the Braves have won twice, the World Series.
I did
twice
at
in
testing.
your lifetime.
I made
that's
my
all right.
Fill in the blank.
Of course, now that the Braves have won the World Series, a lot of the talk has turned to the fact that Freddie Freeman is up for free agency.
He ain't going nowhere.
I don't think he is either.
If he does, then he's already done 12 years that he's been.
He has been with 12. The Braves since 2005, I think. So it's more than 12.
Oh, yeah.
It's pushing 16 years now.
Wow.
I think 2005 is correct.
But he's not going nowhere, man.
I don't think he is either. And the reason I feel that way is because I think that the Braves want Freddie Freeman to be the Chipper Jones of his era. And I feel like that it's very likely they will do everything in their power to make sure that Freddie Freeman stays with Atlanta.
Chipper Jones didn't get in trouble when all that doping stuff happened, did it?
No, he wasn't. He
got away. He was pretty clean, right?
I don't think there was any. I don't know what you're alleging.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just making sure. I remember baseball is real tricky, man. Because if they want something out, they'll let it all out. But sometimes they're trying to like hide it a little bit.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
That is fair.
I just had to make sure because it was a lot of people that got caught up.
Yeah, I don't think. And
it's a lot of players in baseball.
Yeah, I don't think Chipper Jones had anything to do with any of the doping or anything like that. All of his career was pretty natural.
Okay. That we think.
I do think it's important though that the Braves hold on to Freddie Freeman, Adam Duval. You got to keep Soler. You got to keep Eddie Rosario. These are the guys that we picked up when Acuna went down.
Yeah.
And when he was injured, and the Braves, they need to figure out how to keep all of them because all of them will be available for free agency now that the season's over, which means that the team can offer to pick up they can pick them up for the right price.
Well, if you're anything like Clemson fans,
sure,
good season one time, next time,
maybe
it's a rebuilding season.
They could have this Clemson season.
Like I said, rebuilding season. You know what I mean? But we still coming after.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that this particular season for Clemson is going to be difficult just because they lost so much of their offense. They don't have the same defense that they had before.
No, it's totally different. It's like a wholly different team I'm looking at, but that's just how you can. Other than Alabama, you can't be good every year.
That's true, and Alabama's good because of their schedule.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Did you see Robert Griffin get into it about that?
The third?
Oh yeah, he was pissed.
What? I missed that.
He was talking about how Oklahoma's not higher and other places like Wake Forest ain't higher, and he's like, it's a slap in the face. He's like, y'all telling people. He's like, one thing you're telling me that I can't play in the game. One thing you're telling me that I can't even play I can't be in the parking lot.
Oh, see, I didn't catch that.
Oh yeah, he went pretty crazy on Finnball. Is that his name?
Yeah.
He was talking to Finn, and Finn, Finn, I can look at Finn right now and be like, I know you're in those rooms voting for Alabama every time.
Yeah, of course.
Like you got to tie in somewhere, man.
I got to tell you, that's crazy. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, man. I like RG. I like RG3, man. He's doing right at ESPN.
I thought I agree. I thought he was I thought he was a decent player. I think he just suffered from too many injuries.
Yeah. It's a whole new monster, man.
Oh, for sure. Well, as far as Freddie Freeman goes, there are reports out there that the Cubs are desperate to pick him up. But I'll be completely honest. I don't think Freddie Freeman's going to go anywhere. If he leaves the Braves, the only place I can figure he'll go is some West Coast team, either Anaheim Angels or L.A. Dodgers.
Yeah, but it's Dodgers.
Because that's
Padres.
That's where he lives. Yeah, the Padres potentially, but that's where he lives. He's from California. He's from Los Angeles. So I would suspect that that's the direction they would go.
Want to go home just like Kawhi Leonard,
Yeah.
Want to go home.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
I spent all these years here. I did my job. Now I can do what I want to do.
So we have to pretend that today is not Thursday and that we're recording on Sunday like we normally do.
It is Sunday. What are you talking
about? Apparently, this past Thursday, not today, the Biden administration rolled out the two of the steps that are involved in this vaccine mandate that's going to be covering more than 100 million of the workers across the country.
Okay.
Have you heard about this?
No.
Deadline is January 4th. So the first rule issued by...
Is this in the metaverse or is this real life?
No, this is real life.
Okay, just making sure Facebook can handle. I know, man,
Yeah. So so January 4th, the first rule issued by the Occupation Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, covers companies with 100 or more employees applying to an estimated 84 million workers. Now, companies must ensure that their workers are either fully vaccinated against COVID-19 by January 4th, or or that they test negative for COVID-19 at least once a week. The rule will take effect as soon as it's published in the Federal Register. So that's part of it. Workers also, this is part of the rule, must get paid time off to get vaccinated. So under the OSHA rule, employers must pay their workers for the time that it takes to get vaccinated and provide sick leave for workers to recover from any side effects. If your company
it's going to be a lot of people getting fired, man.
If your company has, it's already started in some places.
I'm talking about like people about to milk that.
Yeah. No, it's already started in some places.
Don't milk that.
Workers getting paid for their time off due to the symptoms from getting the shot, as well as the time that it takes to go and get vaccinated, which should not be that long. That's not really a big deal. Employers don't need to pay for the testing. So that was one of the big things. There were some concerns, especially on Fox News, that
the employer would have
the employer was going to have to pay for the testing. That is not the case.
So nobody has to pay for the testing. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Specifically, it was designed to push workers to those to choose vaccinations over testing. The rule does not require the employees to the employers to pay for any of the testing provided to workers.
But what about the employees though?
Nope, the employees will not have to pay for it either if they're getting tested once a week.
It's for the job, and they have that excuse.
Yeah. However, collective bargaining agreements or other circumstances may dictate otherwise, is what that says.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if they keep using these test strips from my end, somebody's got to pay for it, right?
I agreed. Well, I believe the federal government will continue to pay for it. There is a rule concerning unvaccinated people must wear masks. Unvaccinated workers must also wear face coverings while on the job if your employer has more than 100 employees.
Only 100?
Huh? Yeah, 100 is the cutoff. Isn't that interesting? You seem unhappy.
I just don't understand it, man. It's like you want these mandates, but at the same time, you look at college football and nobody has a mask on.
That's true.
So it's like, where do we draw the line at?
It is difficult to
I mean, even the
figure out
grocery
where
store
deals have been made in order to because I mean, well, I go into Walmart and the employees all have masks on.
Have you been to any eating places that didn't have masks on?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not a big fan of eating anywhere that I can see anybody's face, to be completely honest.
So you never ate at Subway.
I'm gonna be completely honest. The reason that I will not eat at the Arby's anymore, and I gotta find where's my plug bell. And I want to do a reverse plug bell on that. But the reason I won't eat at Arby's is because one, it's not real meat. I don't
They have the meats.
They have something. I don't know if you can call it meats.
Horse meat. Remember, like
potentially, but
Burger King.
I'm not against eating horse meat. I'm just
you want to know what the meat
eating,
is.
I don't want to eat it if I don't know what it is. They can call it roast beef, but if it turns out that it's chicken scraps that they have just squished together in order to create it. And again, this is not a. This is
definitely not an ad, so we know.
Yeah, I'm not. Arby's is never going to be a sponsor of ours. I'm not concerned about putting Arby's.
Never
down.
say never, Barrett. God damn it. They got the new fries, man. I heard.
I'm 100% certain that Arby's is not going to come along and be like, you know what, those guys. And in fact, if they did, I would steal all of the.
They're going to make you eat your words.
I would steal all the advertisements that they had on the Daily Show when Jon Stewart was still doing the Daily Show. Arby's, it's like shock and awe for your stomach.
That's what I feel like Taco Bell is, man.
Taco Bell, yeah.
You like Taco Bell more than Arby's?
No. Because
I just wanted to see where your fast food range was.
I'm not a fan of McDonald's or Burger King. Clinging is what it does as you're exiting.
So we can all agree that Chick-fil-A is the best fast food, right?
Chick-fil-A is pretty fantastic. I like Chick-fil-A. I love the flavor of Chick-fil-A. The problem is that Chick-fil-A messes up my stomach like something.
You must get the spicy.
No, it's the peanut oil they cook it in.
Okay.
I'm not allergic to peanuts. But the peanut oil, it's so saturated, but it tastes so good.
So good.
I have to admit. Also, so with the announcement of the rules for the COVID vaccine thing mandate, our Governor Henry McMaster's announced already in a tweet that this rule is an illegal overreach by the federal government and that Biden could suck it. That's not a direct quote. That's just I'm paraphrasing what I assume McMaster's was thinking when he said that in his tweet.
Okay. Can you explain something to me?
I can try.
What's up with this Let's Go Brandon thing?
You know what? I'm not sure.
Okay.
I've heard it.
Me too.
Yeah. What is it?
I don't know. I thought that's what I was throwing the question out because I don't get it.
It is.
They're saying it's a diss to Biden, but I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either. You know what? During the break, we might have to look that up.
Yeah, we got to.
But I've heard it said over and over. I don't understand the relation between let's go. What is it? Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
And then the Biden and how that is. I know it's defamatory. I know they're basically trying to say F you to Biden.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense.
But why does Brandon catch a bullet?
Who is Brandon?
I'm trying to.
Like
maybe
seriously.
Maybe Brandon knows Adam.
Or a can of paint. I suspect that. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one.
Me, check in.
Yeah,
let us know
if you could look into that. That'd be fantastic.
We need to know what this is all about.
Really appreciate that.
Because if it's a joke, we want to laugh too.
You know what? And because we're gonna get me to look into it. We can go ahead and do a shout out again for her.
Let's do that.
For her her tweet. No, not her tweet. Not her Twitter. Her TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. Oh, yeah, get her TikTok.
It's
I don't got TikTok, man.
And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure as soon as I open the TikTok app, it's going to start playing. So let me turn it down first. But I believe it's a Me Oh My on TikTok. She has been doing a series of different, basically different people that are inspiring in their stories. Like they've done something that is inspiring. So what she does is she makes a drink in relation to.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
To a cocktail in relation to that individual, or somehow it ties in. She did do the Hall of Horrors for the West Columbia Casey West.
She came out and scared me. I didn't appreciate that of me, but we'll talk about that later. I was like, damn, Ami, whose side are you on?
Yeah, what exactly happened?
She was behind me, and I'm thinking somebody else is trying to scare me.
Oh, I see. I understand.
So I look back, and it's me just laughing like hysterically in my face, and I'm like, me?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, that wasn't very nice. No, good job, me. I'm proud of you. Yeah. So
May Barrett edit.
So make sure that you do. If you're on TikTok, if you're not, get on TikTok. This isn't a commercial for TikTok.
Yeah, please. Are we getting paid by TikTok now?
They appeared to have quite a bit of money. I saw that they were all over the World Series. There was a lot of TikTok references on the World Series this year.
Yeah, man. TikTok is taking over, man.
It's kind of crazy now. People are trying to get themselves verified on TikTok. It seems like it's a big deal.
People are making money, man.
I think I've put in 2 videos in the past like 4 weeks, something like that.
I mean,
and not to brag,
you
but
couldn't mow your grass. That's true. Mow your grass.
I couldn't. I had stuff in my yard before.
God is like, not this week. Don't kill him this week.
That was really prevented. So check out Ami's TikTok,
Ami Oh My,
on the TikTok, and you can check out the cocktails. And like them and share and whatnot. It's all fun. Speaking of social media, did you see that Donald Trump's new social media platform is coming out very soon?
Oh,
yeah. It's called Truth Social. All right. It's expected to have a beta launch of the application on Google and Apple this month, and then a larger rollout to everyone, quote, in 2022.
Oh, so this is his Christmas present.
Yeah, it's his Christmas present to his followers. And when I read between the lines on this, it's social media. I don't know exactly how to think of it.
Should we invest?
Well, so here's
because
the
we
thing.
know a lot of people are going to be on this app. Right?
You know there's going to be a ton of people.
I definitely want to invest.
But
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I know money.
The craziest thing is most of the information that I find for it is how you can do advertising on this website or on this application. You can sign up.
Can we do an ad dissing him on his platform?
If it's like Fox News, I'm sure you could.
Damn.
Because, on Fox News, people were running advertisements against Fox News.
Joe Biden?
On Fox News. So, but yeah, so I think this is just a money grab. Okay. I don't think it has anything to do with having some sort of
I want to grab some money with him, man.
Fair enough.
Let's grab some money, Barrett.
I don't think it has anything to do with him having an avenue to be able to preach or tell his truths, quote unquote.
All he has to do is say what he ate, and everybody go crazy.
You think so? What do you think would be the most shocking thing that Donald Trump could put on his new app of what he ate?
A salad.
Oh, that's probably fair.
Maybe even a Zaxby's salad.
Yeah,
he's feeling crazy.
I don't know. Zaxby salad. Those are pretty good.
The sensational.
Yeah, those are
with the egg roll.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that if he were to go on there and said that he ate, well, we know he'll eat a taco bowl as long as it's made at the Trump Tower, because that was a big thing. He was very excited to show everybody. I don't know. I mean,
man,
salad.
You gotta think.
Salad would be shocking.
An apple a day. He definitely doesn't eat apples.
Oh, that's true. You know what? Yeah, if he posted a picture of himself eating an apple. I am curious though. I wonder how many like ads you have to scroll through to get to a quote unquote truth. I wonder how many you have. I gotta say it,
but I do not want to say it, so we can just keep going.
You know this thing's going to be monitored, right?
Oh yeah,
like it's going to be monitored to make sure that there's nothing negative said about Donald Trump.
But also, they're going to send you ads in the mail.
Yeah,
definitely send you ads in the mail.
Oh, for sure.
Letting you know, hey, we got this coming up this month. Da 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 da.
Oh yeah.
Please donate here.
Oh yeah.
There'll be a lot of that.
Oh, I'm sure. I have absolutely no doubt. And I don't. Will you sign up for it?
No, I'll sign up for that other than Twitter.
You'll sign up for that before Twitter?
Yeah, definitely.
You will sign up for Truth Social before you sign up for Twitter.
Before Metaverse.
Yeah.
Before all that. Why not? Look, man, I'm over here. I went from knowing what my president is thinking to not knowing a damn thing that's going on in this motherfucker here. The motherfucker taking naps.
That is fair. You're absolutely right.
It's scary, man. I don't know what he's thinking.
You don't think?
But Donald Trump made it to a way that we know what our president is thinking. Now we don't know what our president is thinking.
Are you concerned about what Biden might be thinking?
Yes.
What do you think he might be thinking?
How do I restock these shelves without people knowing?
That's a valid concern. Why can't we get some stock shelves?
I thought we were prepared for this. That's what the money was spent for, right?
Are we talking about the COVID money?
Yeah.
Well, the problem, and I'll go into.
He's like, it's a long road, so let me tell you. Let me cut this shit off.
So, essentially, a lot of the reason that the shelves are not being stocked right now is because there are ships at sea that are sitting off the coast that cannot.
Correct.
They cannot have their whatever offloaded. They can't have any of that stuff offloaded because they're saying that there's a shortage of workers. Which,
if you stop drug testing, you'll get all the workers you need.
I have an issue with this idea that they can't find enough workers to be able to unload these.
You stop the drug test, man. I'm telling you, it's over.
I've been to ports where I've seen the offloading of container ships.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's not one individual that's doing it. There's not hundreds of people that are doing it. It's generally you have individuals that are the spotters, and then you have the individual in the crane that's moving it.
Mm-hmm.
So how many people are we talking? 4 or 5 per crane? Maybe? I don't know.
That's a high-paying job, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll give you credit for that. It probably should be.
I'm telling you, it is. If you work at a port, man, they say you got money.
But I think what it sounds like is
union.
Yeah,
I think it's a union job.
But it's not even that they can't get them unloaded off the ships. It's that once they get offloaded off the ships, the difficulty is getting truck drivers and trucks to then distribute it across the country from those ports.
Shit, it seems like everybody on my fucking social media is having a truck company right now.
Driving trucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be no problem.
You got anybody specific you want to plug?
Shit. Look it up. Who just bought a truck, man?
There's got to be somebody out there.
Who just bought a truck? I think my name, Jonathan. Hold on, man. Let me get my homeboy.
There you go.
Jonathan.
But I do suspect that is probably part of the issue, is that it just doesn't seem like there's the ability to get those trucks to deliver, or move them out of the ports.
Because go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, without being able to move them out of the ports, you're not making more room for offloading of these container ships.
Well, Jonathan Turner, man, that's my homeboy name, man. Jonathan Turner.
There you go. My button stopped working. I have it on the wrong thing.
He's one of them truckers, man. Shout out to him. He's doing this thing. I see him. He be doing all kind of loads, man, from here There, keep doing your thing, man.
There are a lot of.
It's a lot of truckers, man. I hear it's a lot of money in that trucking business.
I'd have to check, but I think a friend of mine, Christopher Green, he still drives he's still a private truck driver.
D-Rock had somebody on here on his podcast. I want to say his last podcast. He owns a truck driving business, logistics company.
Oh, okay.
And he said he does like a 12 or step program of how to make your own trucking company. So if y'all listening to this, I mean, listen to D-Rock's, man. He's got like somebody, I think his name is Don. TD the Don. That's his name. TD the Don.
TD the Don.
Yes.
Okay.
And he was giving out some pretty good information.
Yeah, I don't want to give out Christopher Green's information because I've said his name, but how many Christopher Greens are there in the world? Probably tons. But
and they probably go by something else as a logistics company, so they're like, "Why you give out my real name?"
Right? Yeah, exactly. Don't do that. Yeah. No, you're probably correct on that. All right. Real quick, coronavirus infections. Apparently, we thought they were going down.
Well, apparently, Florida has the lowest numbers. Is that true?
I don't know. I've lowest numbers of what? Coronavirus?
That's
sure.
what I said.
Maybe.
Well, that's what Fox News is reporting.
People that eat bath salts, I'm guessing that's still pretty high. But yeah, coronavirus infections are apparently hitting record levels in many countries across Europe. Winter, of course, taking hold. It's prompting a call of action from the World Health Organization, which has described the new wave as a grave concern.
Aaron Rodgers has it right now.
Aaron Rodgers does have it. In fact, that absolutely affected the person that I'm playing in fantasy football this week because they have Aaron Rodgers as their starting quarterback.
But listen, they're asking for the Packers footage.
Yeah, they want to see who he was near,
and that's scary.
Yeah,
because they're gonna see something they're not supposed to see.
You think so?
Oh, 100%.
I suspect that a Aaron Rodgers, because of his work regimen and then he didn't actually even go out until what? They didn't announce it till yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
But he had Monday and Tuesday, or he had Tuesday
did interviews
practice.
with no mask.
Yeah.
In front of the interviewers, they're like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
But see, that's the thing is he didn't know. Now, is Aaron Rodgers vaccinated? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
I'd have to check, but I did.
It's not like basketball that when they make you get vaccinated.
I didn't look, but yeah,
What's Greenberg's rules, and we'll know if he's vaccinated or not.
Greenberg, I don't know.
Yeah, the Packers. Like, what state is that?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Wisconsin did go for Biden, but it does have a significant number of Republicans that are in charge of the legislature. So I don't know that Aaron Rodgers plays politics. I don't think he does.
He buys teams.
Aaron Rodgers does?
Yeah.
Well,
I think he's bought into the Bears, I think.
Has he?
I think he did.
That was probably a waste of his money.
Not really. He knows he sells tickets. He's like, I'm gonna buy this team while I'm still here.
Yeah, sure, why not? You know, no, I don't know. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers plays into any politics or anything like that. I'm not 100% certain if to whether or not he's vaccinated. I'd have to check that. Or one of our patrons can check that and probably correct us. And of course, it is Sunday, so
it is. Thank you, Ami.
We know what the results of the Packers game was by now. I'm sorry.
I know y'all guessing.
Yeah,
I know y'all guessing. Y'all don't even know what's. Hey, the backup quarterbacks this year have been stepping up, so we don't know.
That is true.
We don't know.
I am counting on Kyler Murray to make practice on Friday. Crap. I am counting on Kyler Murray to be able to play. Crap. Kyler Murray should play today.
You would hope.
This Thursday thing, it's kind of messing with my head.
I know, man.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, man. We're just doing what we got to do it.
That's right. But yeah, no, the apparently soaring numbers of cases, especially in Eastern Europe, have prompted a debate on whether to reduce curbs on movement before Christmas holiday. So they're potentially looking at lockdowns again across Eastern Europe. That's Russia, that's parts of Germany and such.
I guess we know where the food's going.
Yeah, I mean, and they're trying to persuade people because they're having as difficult a time in parts of Europe as we are here in persuading people to get the vaccine. It's readily available, but people are still not turning out to get it. Have you gotten yours yet?
No, not yet.
You're going to though.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
it's happening.
Okay.
I'll get it before Thanksgiving.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
The current pace of transmission across the 53 countries of the European region is of grave concern. That's a quote. Regional WHO head, and I'm not going to pronounce his name because I am going to pronounce his name, Hans Kluge.
Okay.
The Kluge.
The Kluge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Said, adding that the virus spreads faster in the winter months because people, of course, are gathering indoors. So I'm hoping that doesn't.
He ain't even been inside that long, man. He just got cold.
But it's cold here. Europe,
I guess
parts of Europe, we're more along the lines of like Northern Africa.
Yeah, I guess.
When it comes to, look at the map behind you.
I mean, this is actually the same map that Kyrie thinks the world is flat off of. This is the same map Kyrie's been looking at since he's been a kid.
That's disappointing. Yeah. See how South Carolina kind of lines up with the northern part of Africa there. So a lot of Europe.
This is the second time we've had to look at this map since you put it over here.
You're right. I am so See, because it used to be up there.
It was blinding, right?
And now I'm looking at it over there. And you know what the best part for me, the worst part for you,
is that I got to turn around and look all the way.
Yeah, is the fact that I was right about South Carolina being on the same longitude as Northern Africa.
You definitely were. South Carolina, yes.
I didn't expect that. I was almost certain I was going to be wrong.
There.
Yeah, it's clearly. So you see, most of Europe is much farther to the north of that, which means that it's been colder for a little longer. I don't know why we're doing a geography lesson here on the All About Nothing podcast.
I mean, whenever you're at the All About Nothing show, you're always learning.
It's true. It is true.
When Zach comes back, we'll probably learn something else. And then while you're here, Barrett, you teach me up, son.
All right, we are going to take a break. When we come back, I do have some announcements about some stuff going on with Segra Park and the Fireflies, as we are going to probably start having them on to promote some of the stuff that they do here soon. But
we need them season tickets. Thank you.
Wouldn't that be nice? So we will discuss that here in just a minute. You are listening to the All About Nothing podcast with Trent Clark and Barrett Gruber and a sans Zach King. All right, Nothingers, I want to cue you in about a friend of the pod, Blank Canvas Brand. If you own a business or restaurant and the time has come to build that unique brand, you have got to get a hold of Blank Canvas Brand. Blank Canvas Brand specializes in brand identity, including logos, business cards, flyers, and anything else to promote your business. And now, Blank Canvas Brand offers printing services to help with your clothing needs, including sports teams. I can tell you from our own experience, Blank Canvas Brand is responsible for our logo, as well as the Bowl of Duty bowling team logo, and we couldn't be happier with what's been produced. For more information, you can search Facebook for Blank Canvas, or you can email Blank Canvas at theallaboutnothing.com. That's BLNKCANVS at theallaboutnothing.com. You can find links in the Friends of the Pod section of our website. Visit theallaboutnothing.com. Hey everyone, I want to take a quick moment to mention one of our new sponsors, thepaintedmoment.com. That's thepaintedmoment.com. Check this out. Have you ever taken a photo with your phone or digital camera that would look amazing as a watercolor canvas painting? Well, now there's a website ready to take your photo and turn it into digital painted moments. This is how it works. Visit thepaintedmoment.com, follow the instructions, and your digital photo will be enhanced and returned to you with links on where you can have an image printed to canvas or whatever else you'd like to do with it. We've already got a couple of these enhanced photos hanging around the house, and trust me, you'll love what comes out. Thepaintedmoment.com. Create a painted moment in time from your digital photos. Thepaintedmoment.com. Seriously, check them out today. Thepaintedmoment.com. What is a vaccine? What is a virus? What is a mask? What's a Sasquatch? These are all valid questions, and to answer them in one breath, prevention, potentially deadly, potentially life-saving, and don't be stupid. Look, the coronavirus from 2019 has caused a global pandemic that continues to ravage our planet, leaving victims and survivors. But you can do your part. In the United States, as well as most countries around the world, the COVID-19 vaccine is available at little to no cost. Regardless of your politics, this virus has the potential to cause irreparable harm to you and vulnerable family members and friends. We have an opportunity through the efforts of medical science to balance the scales against this disease and its variants. And look, I don't understand how the vaccine works, even though I've heard it described countless times by countless experts. And even though none of that makes any sense to me, I do recognize that the money and effort spent on the vaccine has not been wasted. And it's not a global positioning transmitter being embedded in your arm. You're holding that in your hand, listening to this. So get the vaccine. Protect yourself. Protect your loved ones. Hell, protect the guy standing behind you waiting on his taco supreme and nacho fries. Let that be the reason his organs shut down. For more information, visit covid19.nih.gov for actual science information. We have to thank our sponsor, G.O.T. Sound Studio, and its owner and operator, Dominique Stewart, better known as Neek the Geek. G.O.T. Sound Studios offers a variety of recording experiences from music, voice, and instrumental recordings and production, as well as podcasts. G.O.T. Sound Studio is located in Columbia, South Carolina, and operated by the most talented producer and engineer in the business. G.O.T. Sound Studio is a Black-owned business. Bring your recording business needs here. You can find details on their Facebook page or by calling 803-243-2302 or emailing gotsounds@theallaboutnothing.com. That's gotsounds@theallaboutnothing.com. You can find links in the Friends of the Pod section of our website. Visit theallaboutnothing.com. All right. Welcome back to the show, the All About Nothing podcast. Trent Clark, Barrett Gruber.
You definitely sounded like a like it was a pre-recorded.
Yeah, did it?
Just now when you came in. All right. I was like, God, dog. You pre-record the all rights now?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I can do a little bit of that. So I mentioned the Columbia Fireflies. They announced this week that they will be hosting the second annual Mason's Jingle Jog 5K run or walk at Segra Park on Saturday, December the 4th at 8 a.m. Registration for this event is open now, and it will cost $45 per runner. Each runner will receive a long-sleeve, dry-fit holiday race shirt and a bib. The bib is the number that they can pick up at Strictly Running over on Divine Street. The pickup time for the runners' packages will be Friday, December 3rd from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. The race will begin inside Segra Park and run through the Bull Street District before a finish at home plate. The gates will be open to Segra Park about 30 minutes prior to the start of the 5K and will remain open until 11 a.m. Participants can register for the race. You can just search for Columbia Fireflies. They got information on their website. So, yeah, pretty cool.
You going out there?
I am probably going to sign up. I've got a 5K this weekend too.
Wow. That scared me. You see my phone just no. I'm like, I can't do it.
The Columbia Fireflies also announced this week that another country concert is coming to Segra Park this fall. Carolina Country
Showdown.
Say. Yeah, starring headliner Corey Smith.
I thought about to say Kenny Chesney. I'm like, good God, another one.
I don't think Kenny Chesney comes out in the winter. I don't suspect
they'll bring some bonfires out for him.
You think so?
He does shows in Pittsburgh.
They don't have to be real tall bonfires. He's pretty short.
He goes crazy.
It'll take place on. This one's coming up actually a little quicker. This one's going to be at Segra Park on Friday, November 19th. Tickets are on sale now, so you can certainly search for that. Corey Smith, a singer, songwriter, and guitarist from Jefferson, Georgia. Jefferson, Georgia is actually close to where my mom lives.
Okay.
It's just north of her.
Shout out to Mommy.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. They've been touring for nearly 20 years, Corey Smith. Okay. So that's, again, November 19th. Tickets are on sale now for Segra Park. You can check that out.
Let them know we'll definitely set up our equipment and do the All About Nothing right in front of there.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Come on, man.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Let them know, man. Listen, I'm a marketing genius, man. I'll get us out there.
So I don't have a whole lot else left on my agenda to talk about.
Oh, man. That's all you had to say, brother.
You had texted me something earlier. What was that?
What did I text you?
Yeah, I can't remember. It felt like it was something slightly conspiratorial.
Oh man. Oh yes. We can start there.
All right.
So this is from the Shade Room.
Right.
You know, this is where you get the shade from.
Right.
CEO of the LGBTQ organization says the baby is off the hook for Rolling Loud comments. But Dave Chappelle has not shown empathy or remorse for his comedy special.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Okay.
Do you think that Dave Chappelle needs to show any remorse for what he said in that Netflix special? And if you don't know what we're talking about specifically, and I'm going to paraphrase, but basically, Dave Chappelle doesn't believe that if you are transgender, if you are going from a man to a woman, that you should be allowed to play in the WNBA. Is that paraphrasing it too simply?
in a way, maybe, but you're there.
Yeah,
you're there. There's a little bit more to that, I guess, but paraphrasing, I guess.
Yeah,
you can say that. Apology.
Do you want my opinion?
I mean, yeah, you can give me yours first.
I do not think Dave Chappelle needs to apologize for anything. I just don't. I don't believe that Dave Chappelle said anything that, first of all, aside from him being a comedian, he is a public person. Yes. He is in the public light, and he has an opinion, and that opinion is based on his observations and what he thinks. Because ultimately, I agree with him. I don't. While I fully support the LGBTQ community, I don't believe that someone that has transitioned that could potentially be could potentially benefit from their genetics prior to a transition. I feel like that might potentially be unfair, because what he said was that if Michael Jordan or if LeBron James transitioned and played in the WNBA, he'd kill all the. I mean, he would kill it.
It'd be pointless.
Yeah,
it was like Joanna Man.
Right.
Remember the movie?
Yeah, I don't. Who played Joanna Man?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. I feel like that he didn't play real well as a woman for a little while. Like, he was real good and showboaty and whatnot, but at some point he kind of dropped off.
Yeah, he went crazy, man. Joanna Man was a funny movie, man.
It was.
That's a very funny movie. I just need to know, man. If you want an apology from Dave Chappelle, make sure you have a valid reason why you need an apology and for what.
Yeah. Defend yourself. Explain why you think Dave Chappelle. Why, if you want Dave Chappelle to answer for something that he has said, you need to have a good reason. Because to me, Dave Chappelle is extremely intelligent.
He'll want to have that conversation with you if it's an intelligent conversation.
Yeah.
But like he said, he wants to have a conversation with somebody, but he's not having a conversation unless it's on his own time, and he's able to set it up on his time and where it needs to be. And also, you need to see his whole special from front to beginning.
Right. Yeah.
And I definitely agree with that, because you can't talk to me if you haven't seen my work.
Yeah, I agree.
So if you're outraged about what I said and you haven't even looked at the special to see what I said, this conversation is pointless. But also, I just need to know, who do you think the CEO of the LGBTQ community is?
Is there a CEO?
Well, yeah. So
you're talking about somebody who is like the top spokesman.
I mean, that's what they named it. CEO of the LGBTQ community. I mean, organization says.
Yeah. Yeah, I see.
So meaning it's a CEO. Did you know they had a CEO?
I was not aware that there was an individual that could claim to be the chief operating officer or the chief executive officer, I guess, of the LGBTQ community.
Now, let me ask you a question. If that said person is a white man,
okay,
does this conversation change?
No. I mean, okay. Not.
You get what I'm saying?
I understand.
Like, if the head of the organization, you already got the men. If the head
you're talking about the sailors, the construction workers,
you got
the police
them.
officers,
you got
the
them.
Indian chiefs.
But if you're saying the head of the the LGBTQ community is a white man.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got some explaining to do.
Yeah. I feel like just being a part of that community probably sets the race part out of it. But you know what? Here's the thing. I say that as a white male,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you was a white, it's a different path for a white gay male and a black gay male.
I have to admit that I recognize that there is white privilege, and I recognize that I have that I do not suffer from some of the injustices that, of course, that you would suffer.
Yeah.
Just in us driving down the street.
Thanks.
And I can see where if there being a white male, a white gay male, or a white male transvestite, or that I could see how that could be an issue. But I feel like just
like, man, out of all the people, man, in the community.
But I feel like being, but I feel like being in that community kind of takes away the race part. You know, you're suffering from the You're suffering from a whole other type of not racism, but prejudice against.
For you to say you feel like it separates, I feel like it makes it 10 times worse.
It could, and it could. You're right. You're absolutely right.
How they was looking at it with the baby's comments, they were saying.
Now, who's the baby?
The baby is the guy that said what he said during Rolling Loud.
Okay. All right. Yes.
During the concert. So basically, they were saying that he was downplaying and like threatening trans men. Okay. So what he was saying was harmful to them because your fans might listen to that music and might act out that pain that you were saying.
Sure.
So I definitely understood that as far as why the baby should apologize, and which he did.
Right.
Now, for Dave Chappelle to be in his situation, I don't feel like it should be the same way because he is a comedian.
Well, but I don't feel like he was just telling jokes. I think Dave Chappelle uses
the baby,
humor.
The baby was trying to be funny on that stage.
Well, the baby's not a professional
comedian. But the comedian is being funny.
Right.
But at the same time telling you truth at the same time being funny.
Well, that's the thing about Dave Chappelle's comedy is that he uses again, we talked about this last week, the storytelling that he uses in order to make you think further than you probably are thinking. But also because he uses those stories to come back around.
Yeah.
But like in that instance, I don't feel like it was comedy. It was more like social. He was using social
kind
observation.
Like the George Floyd thing he did.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
Yeah. I feel like that was more of and ultimately I don't think he said anything disrespectful about anyone that's LGBT. I don't believe that anyone who would be considered trans should be offended by what he said.
But also we can't tell people what to be offended by.
Right. Agreed. That's exactly what I was going to say is I can't say they shouldn't be. I can say I don't understand because I'm not in their shoes. So I don't and I also don't have any desire to be a professional athlete.
Really, Barrett?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Not at this age.
They get money, man. I can definitely see you being Olympic. What's
you're talking about the ice
sweeper?
Yeah, the sweeper on the curling.
The curling.
Yeah.
Anybody can be. You can be a curler at any age, man.
I don't know why I played that. That was wrong.
Is that a bird?
Yeah, it was crickets.
Now this is your right hand. Now last week it was your left that was hitting buttons.
So the probably most of the problem there is that
we just got to label it better.
Yeah, well, I got to switch in between there. That's why I was either looking for that, or
we got to put all these on the same screen so you don't got to keep going
wouldn't
crazy.
That be nice? No, I don't think it'll work that way. But yeah, no, I don't see myself as being a wanting to be a professional athlete because I'm 42 or whatever, 43 years old. I can't imagine putting myself in a position.
How old is Tom Brady?
Tom Brady is 40. He'll be 45 this season.
You have no excuse, Barrett.
I have no excuse.
You have no excuse.
That man is doing Subway commercials.
You have no excuse. And he doesn't eat bread.
He's literally
How do you
doing
do a
Subway commercials and
don't
not
eat
eating bread? Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, right?
I don't even trust Subway anymore.
Yeah. Well, who put Trevor Lawrence in a commercial? Was it Subway again?
Maybe it was Body Armor. Was it Body Armor?
I feel like it was
Speaking of Body Armor, shout out to Kobe.
Oh, all right. Shout out to Kobe.
Kobe invested, I think it was like $8 million or something like that.
Really?
Into Body Armor.
Okay.
Now Coca-Cola just bought it.
Wow.
So I think the investment turned up to like $800 million.
That's amazing. And that now is set aside for his. I assume that's all for his family and his estate.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
good on Kobe.
Kobe, man. He knew the vision, man.
Speaking
of the vision, my bad.
Go ahead.
Drake is thinking about owning the WNBA team.
Is he? Good for him.
You know, Kobe. That was Kobe's dream.
Yeah. I do remember that.
So,
and you know what? Good for Drake. I think there needs to be more. There needs to be more ownership of the WNBA. I think we need to. I want to see expansion of the WNBA. I want to see. It's. I hear that argument that the WNBA players don't get paid as much, and they should. Well, I kind of have issues with that because the WNBA does not make as much money as the NBA.
Now, let me give you some feedback.
All right.
The only way that I could agree was when it was back in the day. Back in the day, when you watched the WNBA, it was nothing but 3-point shooters and layups.
Yeah.
NBA. There's more 3-pointers than anything now.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the same.
That's how games are being won is by 3-pointers.
Exactly. So you can't make that excuse no more. Like if
if
Brittany
it's not
Griner
the physical,
is dunking.
Yeah, if it's not,
it's no.
if it's not the physical and the key, basketball that was like 5 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. You're right. Basketball is different now. Especially now during COVID, you don't see quite as many. You see a lot more backing up into them than you do actually like standing dead tall waiting for a charge.
And basketball is like.
And you know what? I say all that, not watching a whole lot of basketball.
But you see it though. You see it.
I do. I watch SportsCenter.
It changes. Like the rules are changing. Before Steph Curry could like just jump into you and like get like a foul. Now he can't do that no more.
Yep.
So the game is more fluent now. So it's no excuse. The WNBA should be on top. Everybody go out there and buy a WNBA jersey.
Absolutely. I would like to see WNBA teams. I don't know how many WNBA teams there are, but I would like to see I'd like to see a competitive women's softball league in the United States. Like I would like to see something to compete against Major League Baseball as far as that market. I think that would be amazing.
I think softball, but guys try to take it over, man.
Women's fast softball, women's fast pitch softball is scary to watch.
It is.
Like
it is.
For me, watching like college softball is. I'm flinching at some of these pitches because I don't know, as a guy that played, that's scary.
Yeah, it is.
And ultimately,
they're not playing no games, man.
I don't know where the control is. Like I get it, softball. I know plenty of people that played softball in high school, and some of them were, at least one or two of them were pitchers.
Yeah.
So I know that I trust them enough, but I don't know where that control comes from. It's amazing.
It's the flick of the wrist, man.
It is amazing.
Flick of the wrist, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
All right, what else you got?
Man, what else you got, man? I got you.
Throw you under the bus.
That's cool. I got
throw
it,
out
man.
more. That's what it's about.
We're on deck, man.
Yeah, I just want to say again, I don't think Freddie Freeman's he's not gonna get picked up by the Cubs. Sorry, me.
So let's talk Myrtle Beach, man. I know it's not beach season.
Myrtle Beach, where your grandparents go to die.
This is from South Carolina.
Okay. All right.
Shout out to them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The city of Myrtle Beach has reached a $50,000 settlement with the NAACP after a jury in December found the city's traffic plans were racially motivated.
Oh, for black.
Remember what I told you? We can only go one way whenever you
Black Bike Week. Black Bike Week. Yeah,
but
I do remember that.
I'm pretty mad that they only went after 50,000.
Is that all the NAACP went after?
I mean,
that's all the money they wanted, or that was decided by a jury.
They said it reached the settlement.
They settled for $50,000.
Yep.
Where is that $50,000 going? See, and that's the thing about handing out settlements like that is the city of Myrtle Beach now has to. They have to acknowledge, and I guess they did with the settlement. They acknowledge that they're potentially, if they're changing the traffic patterns for Black Bike Week versus Bike Week,
which is the week before.
Or should we start calling it White Bike Week? Would that be appropriate?
We just call it White Bike Week. We just call it Bike Week and Black Bike Week. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
So you know which one you're going to.
I get that. So, but
it's kind of like White Christmas and Black Christmas. It was a horror movie. I don't know why. We got to talk about this, man.
You're right.
We got to talk about this, man.
All right.
I'm dreaming of a White Christmas.
Are you not dreaming of a Black Christmas?
Why are you not dreaming of a Black Christmas?
Because it's a horror movie. Isn't it?
Nobody told them to make it a horror movie.
It's like Black Mass. I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. So the city of Myrtle Beach reached a settlement with the NAACP of $50,000. Does that mean now that the city of Myrtle Beach will not be changing the traffic patterns again?
That's what it says. I guess
so. They cannot change traffic patterns again for Black Bike
unless
Week.
they're trying to get sued again.
Because that's coming up in May, correct?
Yes, May.
So
every year
it's in May, and both are in May. They're like 2 weeks apart, correct? Yeah. I got to be honest. I'm not going to town for either one of those. Myrtle Beach. First of all, I'm not a huge Myrtle Beach fan.
It's cool.
Not because of
you got to go to the places where everybody else isn't.
I want to go to the place where nobody is. Yeah,
you're gonna have to go to like Garden City.
I feel like you should know me well enough. I don't like being in crowds. Yeah, I don't like being in crowds.
Yeah, I did do a show and Barrett was like in the tub outside. Barrett came back and said, "Hey, man." I was like, "Damn, Barrett, you still here?"
Yeah. I felt like I could hear just as well outside as inside.
Thank God for these Bose speakers, man. Y'all come run them out.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. You got. Yeah. We'll hit all the information.
And one more thing, man. We got one more thing. Okay, so we already talked about this. We did talk about it a little bit, but it's really coming back. The feds are cracking down on business owners like restaurant businesses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For using Cash App to pay their people.
What? Hold on. There are businesses using Cash App to pay their employees.
100%.
What benefit do they get from using Cash App?
You don't have to pay taxes.
So the business,
if it's not a certain amount.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
before this new rule was, so now they're cracking down on all those businesses now.
I did not know that in, like a restaurant,
yes.
So like a waitress that's only making $2.60 an hour.
Yep.
They'll use Cash App to pay her her hourly wage,
probably, or
the tips,
or the tip.
That is crazy. I guess if they can acknowledge through the app that it was, all they have to do is just mark it as
mark it. I gave this in cash, but technically I gave it in Cash App.
That never even occurred to me.
Now you understand why the feds are cracking down, man. They need to know where all this money's going. Think about how much money have been moved in like all these apps.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the banks are sitting back like, hey, we don't see a lot of movement on our end.
Well,
Cash App is like, hey, we moving over here.
Yeah, Cash App, Venmo. I mean,
they're moving.
That's how I take care of stuff sometimes.
That's what I'm saying,
Venmo,
man.
Cash App, yeah, for sure. My kids, their swim lessons, I pay through Venmo.
Oh, Venmo, yeah.
So Venmo, Cash App.
Maybe we can get that sponsored. Cash App been giving out some money, man.
TikTok too.
Yeah.
I feel like TikTok needs an air.
They need us, man. They need us. They need us.
Well, that's certainly something to think about. I guess so. Now that the federal government's involved, I guess they're trying to figure out how to make sure that taxes are being taken out of the.
Well, that's the reason why they're looking at everybody that's over 600 has to do that W-2 or whatever form.
a 1099.
Or a 1099 form, because if they can look into it and see what the Cash App is for.
So
like, what are you getting Cash App for?
The federal government potentially is going to have access to how much is being distributed.
If it's over a certain amount, 600.
Gotcha. Wow, man, these days
they're messing up the money, man. They don't want people to put money, they don't want people to not put their money in banks,
right?
Because it's pointless.
Yeah, and that's true for a lot.
People don't have much time to wait for investments on their money. 1%.
You're right. There is so little value to putting your money into a savings account, because as we've seen over the course of history, since
fluctuate.
It's been dropping. Savings accounts don't save as much as they used to.
Exactly.
People don't keep as much money in savings accounts as they used to.
Nope.
I mean, that was something I was going to bring up last week was the crypto.
Do
you have any investments in cryptocurrencies?
I don't, man, but I have a friend, man, by the name of Jefferson Cash, man. He does a lot of music. Shout out to Jefferson Cash.
West Coast Jefferson Cash, man. He's been trying to damn near every week get you involved. Our friend group into crypto, man. Yeah.
And I'm seeing.
Well, you see Matt Damon's commercial for crypto. Crypto.com
I seen
now.
that. That was on the World Series.
Yeah. It's
I was like, oh my God.
It's taking over. In fact, I've got a couple cryptocurrencies that if anybody wants to go out there and get, Shiba Inu is one of them. And I just recently bought.
I haven't heard of Shiba.
Shiba Inu is a dog. Of course, it's like an Asian dog, but it's a cryptocurrency. I have 14 million shares of that because I bought it for very, very little. And then last week, Dogelon Mars. Dogelon Mars was one I bought.
Is that like Dogecoin?
I think that there was an attempt to make it sort of like Dogecoin and Elon, Doge and Elon, so Dogelon. The call sign or whatever they call them for those, it's called Elon. So they use Elon. But yeah, it's Dogelon Mars. I bought 25 million shares of that.
Okay.
Now, between the two, I've only spent maybe $100, $150, I think tops.
Let me see if I can look it up. Keep talking, man.
But these are I did it, but I still don't understand where the value is.
Or what you're buying?
Yeah, like I figured I had some money that I could throw into it, and in fact, it's the Shiba Inu has multiple. I mean, it's up 1,000% from what it was when I bought it. So it's not 1,000. I'm sorry, 100%. No, it's up 1,000. Yeah, it's up 1,000%. Is that right? I don't know if I'm doing the math correctly on that. You know what? Regardless, it is up from what I bought it at. The Doge on Mars, which I bought very, very, very. I mean, we're talking about we're talking about like 5 zeros after
this. Is this what you bought?
Where is it? Let me see. Yeah, Shiba.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the one.
See, Eric, he tried to get me to buy this.
Well, I'll send you a link. That if you're interested in doing that.
He said I don't want to tell his business too much, but he said he put 200 in and now it's 1,400.
Yeah. I mean but again, I don't understand what the backing of it is.
You got to take that shit out. That's what it seems like to me.
Well, if you take it out though, they'll give it's 33% you lose on what you gained. Yeah, on taxes or some sort of finance fee or something. I don't know.
See, this is the reason why people don't invest.
I know.
The reason why.
If
it could be so simple that you can just go there, invest, and I can take what I need out and no problems.
Right.
Crypto would be so much simpler.
Yeah, I agree. I but
that's the reason why I don't see it lasting. It's like a credit card almost.
Again, that's my impression. Is I don't understand what's backing it. Mm-hmm. So while I have invested some money into it, and I don't know if it's real. I mean, if I were to go and withdraw all of that right now, would I actually get that? Is that money that I would get? I don't know enough behind it. I don't know enough to make an educated guess on what's going on in the background. It's
too difficult.
It's just not something that I have a lot of faith in. I just don't know. Yeah.
I mean, they say that it's kind of like in the metaverse. Bring it back to the metaverse.
We came all the way around.
Like the NFTs that people are buying, like the Bored Ape or stuff like that. Like it's like $150,000. Like that's their.
Nobody likes me.
That's their way of flexing.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if you're just doing that to flex, then what's the actual value of this?
Right.
So I just don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm uncomfortable with it
not
because
knowing.
I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. So
same.
Hey,
we got to have somebody that's good in crypto to come up here and explain some stuff to us.
That would be great. Do you think Jefferson would be Jefferson Cash?
Maybe we can call him in.
Yeah, we get a phone call with him. Maybe
we can call him in. I don't know if he can really explain it how I need it to be explained, so I can trust him.
He could promote you. He could promote it for you, though.
Yeah, he definitely promote the hell out of it.
He might talk you into it. Might talk in some of our listeners.
He might. I mean, he talked. Technically, he talked you into it without him talking to you because you already knew about it.
My brother did. My brother talked me into it without me.
Well, shout out to you, brother.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, also, I'm gonna pull this up real quick, but I before we're done for the day, I do want to do a shout out. We have our listener base is growing, and I 100%. I do want to do a shout out to some of the locations that are listening to us now. And let me go down here to the where they're listening to us. So by countries, the United States, of course, we have a fair amount of subscribers in the United States. 214 regular subscribers here in the United States. India, we've got 21 subscribers.
Wow.
Puerto Rico, we're up to 5, 3 in Bangladesh. United Kingdom, we're seeing 3. Australia's got 2. Pakistan, Canada.
You said Puerto Rico, isn't that technically still something United States?
It's technically United States.
I get what you're saying. Keep going.
Yeah, I don't want to, until they become
they say it.
Yeah, right? until they decide that they want to be a state. I mean, they have decided they want to be a state. But yeah, like in the United States, some of the states that we're in now, and we're in Washington, Oregon, California.
Wow.
We have listeners in Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Kentucky, we got Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, of course, Virginia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, New York. I mean, there's a substantial number.
I got a
of people
stamp in every
listening.
place we're at, man.
if I go to if I do the same thing, go to cities, I mean, we're there. I am surprised at the number of people that are listening.
Remember, man, we were at one point in time talking to 5 subscribers.
You're right. That is absolutely true. Yeah, Prosperity, South Carolina, Columbia, Chapin, all in South Carolina. Those are where.
Shout out to the hometown.
Yeah,
that's the hometown circle right there.
Listeners right there.
Yeah, thank y'all.
I've got some in Atlanta, Lexington, South Carolina, Washington, D.C.
I can take part of the Pittsburgh too.
We've got Ashburn, Virginia, Charlotte, North Carolina. We've got Mooresville, West Columbia, South Carolina, Richmond, California, which is where my sister lives. And I have to say it's probably likely because Lori and Lester is out there in California, in Richmond and Oakland, San Francisco area, wearing our shirt.
Wow.
So I think that has.
We might be catching up some stragglers.
Yeah, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Mountain View, California. So we're growing.
We're growing organically.
And and honestly, if you're out there listening to us and
hit
you
that little ding ding,
if you want us to shout out that you're listening, please feel free. Tweet us, email us. You can send us. You can call our phone number. It's 803-672-0533. We'll throw you on the air.
100%. We know it works now. So
yeah, we do know that it works.
Man, be ready for that interview, man. We're coming.
Exactly. So that'll wrap it up for this week.
That was a good show, man.
Pretty good. As always, special thanks to Neek the Geek, engineer and producer, as well as the owner and operator of G.O.T. Sound Studio in Columbia, South Carolina. If you want to book any time, you can call 803-243-2302, or you can email gotsounds at theallaboutnothing.com. You can find details at gotsoundstudio.com, or you can search it on Facebook. As well as special thanks, Muff the producer, responsible for the beats. Following him on Instagram would be a good idea, at Muff the producer. You can also follow Trent Clark, a.k.a. The Real DJ Lonzo. Currently, potentially, we'll get this figured out, but he is also the house DJ Wednesday nights at the Aristocrat in Columbia, South Carolina from 7 to 10 p.m. Make sure to go by and have a good time. Drinks, buy drinks. You can also make sure to contact Trent for all your entertainment needs. Trent at theallaboutnothing.com, or you can follow him on Instagram at TheRealDJLonzo, or you can phone him at 803-262-7982.
Yes, sir.
You can follow us and become a patron of the show by following the link at the top of our homepage, theallaboutnothing.com. If you like what we do and you want to throw a little money our way, it'll pay for something. I don't know.
Hey,
maybe we'll let Zach do another birthday shout out.
Well, he's got to pay his $5 for the first one that he missed out on. So we'll talk about that later when he comes back on air.
As always, you can follow us on Facebook. Just search for The All About Nothing US, on Twitter and Instagram at AAN_pod, or you can find links to our social media and available podcast platforms by visiting theallaboutnothing.com. If you'd like to be heard on the show again, you can call. Leave us a message, 803-672-0533. We want your feedback. As always, thank you, Trent Clark, for being on the show this week.
Thank you, Barrett Gruber, for having me.
As always, stay safe, wear your masks, get yourselves vaccinated, and
have a week.
This, the All About Nothing podcast, is recorded live in studio at the G.O.T. Sound Studio in Columbia, South Carolina. The All About Nothing podcast is produced and engineered by Neek the Geek, owner and operator of G.O.T. Sound Studio. To support the show, please visit theallaboutnothing.com for links to social media, merchandise, and more. Become a patron of the show by following the Patreon link at the top of our page. The All About Nothing podcast is an entertainment product of Barrett Gruber. Special thanks to Zach King, Trent Clark, Dominique Stewart, and you, our listeners. Please subscribe, rate, review, and share. If you're on YouTube, please hit the like button and the notification bell. Thank you for listening.